Oh yeah. Ooh. What is up, Arianthe?
You scared the shit out of me.
Oh my goodness. Can I rant about the Kardashians to you?
Yeah, absolutely, as long as I get to rant about witch groups afterwards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Been keeping up with the Kardashians is what I've been up to. Worked a long shift yesterday and then caught right up with the Kardashians. Their new series, just simply titled The Kardashians on Hulu, is honestly a delight. I've told you guys before I was a fan of the OG series and watched season 1 with my father, of all people.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah, and honestly, the show has everything for, I don't mind watching a big old butt walk around. Worst case scenario. So of course I tuned into season 1, but there were some endearing qualities about season 1 that kept me around all the way to now. And I'm telling you, probably one of the most endearing qualities to me of that show is Khloe Kardashian's realness.
Yeah.
And
that would make sense. Okay.
It doesn't fade. It doesn't go away. You know, I grew up with little sisters.
Yes.
So, there is no more honest an opinion on planet Earth than the opinion of your little sister.
Definitely not, yeah.
They're going to tell you the truth. Anytime my hair looked bad, anytime my clothes were messy, or like...
You look like an idiot, yeah.
Anytime I look like an idiot, or like the weird thing about you, most recently, and I want to show you a clip because I'm assuming you haven't seen this. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I haven't.
Okay, let me just give you a little backstory. So just a kind of... Just an example of these endearing moments with Khloe in particular. Kendall Jenner is on camera in a recent episode trying to cut a cucumber for herself.
I did see that.
Okay. And Khloe did a response and was just the realest big sister you can be, which is like, girl, God is fair. Girl, God is fair. You are a supermodel. You are a millionaire. You are, you have your own tequila line. You got weird toes and can't cut a cucumber. What are you going to do? God is fair. You can't have everything, girl. And that's just Khloe being real. Actually, let's just see if we get pulled for any of these Khloe being real moments. Let's just catch up. Let's see.
Because I'm skinny, bitch. Okay. Seriously, what the f*** is wrong with you? Look in the...
Oh my gosh.
All right, this is slam dunked with copywritten music.
Yeah.
So, let's see what we got here. Maybe someone breaking the rules a little bit.
He's gonna want a secondhand perfume. I could not send. Courtney, what the is up with your Wi-Fi?
Head south on Sepulveda Boulevard.
Listen, bitch, on my old car, no one ever spoke to me. Stop talking.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Like already, do you see why I fucks with Khloe?
Yeah.
Why Khloe is like hands down, like she's just real.
Khloe that wanted to have a birthday party with like sugar-free cake, and it pissed off Kim?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there was like gluten-free, sugar-free cake, and Kim was like, "That's so stupid."
Why would anybody? There's some great moments. I can't even express. But her just saying God is fair. In the most recent series, I gotta say, Courtney is also one of my favorites of the show. In the first episode of that series, she basically delivers her own baby.
Wow.
Cut to the first season of The Kardashians on Hulu. Right? She's now with Travis Barker.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to have a kid.
Oh.
Yeah. And it gets a little wellness world. You know what I'm saying? Like they go into the wellness trip. She has her whole like Poochie thing,
Yeah.
and she ends up teaming up with Gwoop. It looks like. I have spent more time on Facebook than I have in a while, just talking about this candle today.
I saw that.
I want that candle. It seems really
no.
interesting. I really do. I want that candle, but yeah. I thought I was a little confused as to when the series happened. Now, Chloe being my favorite. Okay. She's had some drama in her personal life, right?
Yeah.
Her husband, baby daddy, I'm not sure where they are right now, had a child by another woman.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was under the impression that this series took place after that drama, but I don't think it did. I think it took place. I think it's taking place like during the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or at least some element of that drama is taking place during the filming of the show. And oof, man, I cannot wait to see further. I feel for her. It sucks. Their houses, I will say, there's been like a good, at least half an episode collectively of them just moving into new mansions.
Oh, fun.
Oh, it really hits the MTV Cribs button.
Oh, okay.
Like they're doing some interesting stuff with how they built the show. Like they're doing docuseries stuff, which is a little bit more free than what they had on E, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they also have their own little kind of pro wrestling plots, it would appear.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Where there's kind of like the beefed up social stakes and like Scott's mad at someone, or like, you know, like there's always like the little bit of drama B plot, you know, like they've done it enough with E that they know how to do it themselves. And
That's right.
yeah, and it's actually pretty well done for reality TV, in my opinion. If you know kind of how that formula works, if you're a fan of reality TV, and but they're also touching on other genres for like they're really clever with how they put the show together, in my opinion. Like with this house stuff, it's like they're doing MTV Cribs, and I wonder if they're getting into like real estate, if they're going to be selling some of these houses or something. I couldn't think of a more genius way to build, like, it's, you know, Kris Jenner knows what she's doing with managing this
Really does.
this brood of ladies, man, and crushing it. Like they have kind of like a whole episode that centers around Kris Jenner's new house. And
I think I saw some clips of that.
it is opulent. It is nice, like beautiful. I mean, it's like I wish anytime I compare the Kardashians to like a royal family and how humans how we structure ourselves. You know, we have to put majesty somewhere. We have to put fame somewhere. We give it to people. People take it, and seeing their estates, it's like lordly estates, you know?
That's intense.
It's there's almost a anthropological historical comparison to be made between like them and, you know, 17th to 18th century like dukes. Yeah, like they're crushing it too. And I can see where they're integrating like elements of the state they live in like Van Nuys, California. Like they'll do a lot of promo shot and stuff like that. It's they're from a production standpoint, even like they're crushing it with this show. It satisfies a lot of stuff that I haven't watched in a long time.
Yeah.
Like OG Kardashians and stuff like Cribs, MTV Cribs. Man, I miss MTV Cribs. I know that a lot of them were fake. Like that's the tea I heard about MTV Cribs, was that a lot of that was like they rented a place or something and they kind of.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, that it was like hella staged.
Yeah.
You know, like Pimp My Ride.
I was gonna ask to use that. Yeah.
But And I know they weren't an MTV production, they were an E production, but hey, 2 channels down where I lived.
However, yeah.
2 channels down. Normally, anywhere you're living. Same vibe, young, relevant culture. Now, Arianthe, here's the thing.
Yes.
The Kardashians now sometimes dress like they're in Romulan High Command. And I love it. Okay, I love the shoulder pads. It's an aggressive look. I'm not sure what they're bringing back or homaging or what's going on, but sometimes it comes across to like a nerd like me, like Romulan High Command.
Yeah.
But there could be no more aggressive of a female presence than Romulan High Command to a nerd like me. So I feel like they've found a way to slip through fashion and into even slummy nerd brain with their, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, okay. And you get a lot of Kim Kardashian going through a divorce in this season. And I finally got to the Pete episode last night.
Oh shit.
Where she's just occasionally they keep rolling on like one of the confessional shots or whatever, and she's smiling, giggling, texting, and they're like, "Who you texting?" And she's like, "Nobody, don't worry about it. None of your business."
I have a really hard time trying to understand the attraction to Pete Davidson.
That skinny, tattooed up kind of Suboxone clinic type has come back. For a big daddy like me, I'm hella jelly. I don't like it when they're popular because, I'm not that. But some ladies like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Some ladies really like that. It's strange to me.
It really is.
I want to hear about witch groups. What's going on?
Oh boy, poor Justin had to hear this a minute ago, and he was just as outraged as I was. So I'm on Facebook, right, which is always a fun place to be. It's always entertaining, and if you can't find something you actually are into, you can always just laugh at everything else. And so I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to join some of these witchcraft groups and see if I can't broaden my already established craft.
Oh.
That was a bad decision.
Oh. Why? What?
So, these people, go to witchcraft for everything. I need a spell to help me lose weight. I need a spell to blah, 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 blah. And things that are like, you should probably go to a doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, today...
Probably go to a doctor if it's bad enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're not going to find a homeopathic anything. You're not going to find a spell. You're not going to find something that fixes some things.
No, you're not.
There's some things.
I tried for a really long time to find something that would help with ADHD, and nothing helps me near as much as being medicated does.
Yeah. I mean, understandably so.
Yeah. So I am scrolling through Facebook, doing my thing, minding my own business, and I come across this post of I'm not gonna say her name or anything. This lady just says, "My anus won't open."
Whoa. What?
Yeah, it got crazy, didn't it? And
whoa, her anus won't open, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of the comments, and including myself, assumed that there was a language barrier and thought that maybe she meant she was constipated.
I mean,
yeah?
I call conspiracy immediately. I think the Illuminati closed her butt for nefarious reasons. How about that?
But anyway, so people are like, magnesium, some sort of laxative would help, up your fiber in your diet. No spell for that, just take care of it medically.
Yeah, just go to a doctor. So
So finally, she comments back, right? And she said, "No, I'm not constipated. It's swollen shut."
What?
Okay.
What? So she already
what-
kind of seems a little, like fucking upset.
Yeah. She was very upset. She was already mad that people were like, I'm not constipated. It's swollen shut. And so then it turns and it's like, why? So everybody's like, okay, well, have you had sex? Is there something that happened that caused trauma to the area? Either way, you should probably find a doctor. It gets better. So,
oh no.
235 comments in, she comments again. She saw on TikTok that you should put citrine, a rock, in your butthole. So she did.
Oh.
To cleanse her body. Yeah, to help cleanse her body.
Oh.
And now her butthole is swollen shut.
Today in Press F to pay our respects. Let's press F to pay our respects to this witch's butthole. That is insane. Oh my gosh.
It was, oh gosh.
Who puts a citrine rock up their butt?
Who puts anything in their butt, first of all? And so everybody's like,
Oh, that had to burn.
yeah, right. And, I mean, Justin and I were talking about this a minute ago, and I'm like, that is not a soft rock.
Who takes to Facebook to try to solve the problem? Like, all right, now it burns and my butthole's closed.
Yeah. So all she wanted to know was like, is this normal? Is this like a thing to expect when you start putting citrine in your butthole? And I'm like, what in the hell? And here's not the best part, maybe, probably the most disturbing part. In the comments, people, there's half the comments saying go to the doctor, and the other half of the comments are arguing about it. Don't go to the doctor. Doctors are bad.
They're going full Scientology, like, do not see a therapist, don't seek help, don't...
Not Pasco.
They're just all immediately like, anybody who's trying to genuinely help this lady in her absolutely ruined butthole.
Oh yeah.
My gosh. You know it just has to burn. You know that has to hurt so bad.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it hurts really bad.
As someone who was a hippie with kind of hippier parents, there's a level of pain it gets to where it's like, I'm going to a hospital. So I hope honestly she doesn't get there with her beehole, but it sounds like she's probably going to get there with her beehole.
Dude, if it's swollen shut, I can pretty much guarantee you she's going to end up in a hospital. Or she's just going to die.
That's just so... Yeah.
It's
Again,
been a weird
everybody,
day.
press F to pay respects to that lady's butthole. It's over. She needs to
so
seek help. It's not gonna work out.
Poor Justin. I messaged him right away because he understands the aggravation when it comes to witch groups and people who are, especially people who are just beginning witchcraft and people who are spreading like BS information. Don't put things in your orifices at all. Don't listen to Gwyneth Paltrow. Don't get a Yoni Stone or anything like that. Don't do that. That's a bad deal. Don't put it in your water bottle. Please don't put crystals in your water.
Oh, jeez.
Don't do that.
No.
Same with essential oil. Please do not ingest essential oils. They are for aromatherapy, not for you to put in your body. There are some food grade ones, but unless you're specifically buying food grade oils, please don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't go to your local MLM. The chick from high school that used to bully you is now calling you hun. Don't go to her for essential oil.
No, that's not. No. Okay, so I used to live underneath an essential oil lady. And
Yikes.
Let me tell you, no. Oh, here's a clip from the doctors from 2 years ago.
We all have questions.
We could maybe throw up. It's about homeopathy. Should you trust it? I wonder what they have to say. But I lived under an essential oil MLM lady, And for some
Yeah.
reason, she felt like moving her cases around at like 2, 3 in the morning. And so you just hear glass bottles clanking, little glass tubes and stuff. Some, like, a couple of them must have broken because it smelled like essential oils in my apartment for forever. That apartment, when they
It's the witching
when they left it and we had to clean it, it took forever because it just reeked of essential oils. There were oil stains in places because of all the different, like, diffusers and stuff. Like, don't peddle in oils if you don't have your own property.
No.
You know, like, if you don't have a house, like, don't do this in a 2-bedroom
Right.
extended stay. Like, it was it was a furnished apartment too, so it wasn't like they moved into it proper. You know what I mean? Like, why are you hawking oils out of here?
Right. Yeah, no.
And the other guy was hella into different types of radio, like different radios. So I couldn't really demo any music at the time because it kept interfering with my recording equipment.
Yikes.
Yeah, like I'd get halfway through a take and then you'd hear like a radio clicking.
Do you remember that noise that the radio used to make whenever you were about to get a text message? Was it like that?
Yeah, it actually was. It was a lot like that.
Dun.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh shit. You know?
Yeah.
And you'd think you had a great take. What up, Justin?
He had to come in and join the fun.
Man,
Justin, I was just telling the story of the girl in the witch group.
with the citrine butthole. The woman with the citrine butthole. is probably change the title of this episode because I didn't really have anything to start with. I just wanted to rant about the Kardashians.
Would be a Natalie Portman movie.
Oh, the woman with the citrine butthole.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway's like mad she didn't get the role. Starts a whole like Black Swan beef. Whatever they
That'd
were
be
together.
fun.
I'm sure they've done something together, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Surely.
I had a weird day.
What do you think about Natalie Portman in this new Thor movie, guys? What do you think about the trailer?
I like Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Do you know anything?
I think I'm biased though.
Yeah, you know, my problem with Natalie
I really
Portman.
love her.
My problem with Natalie Portman is you can really tell how invested she is in what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know, I really felt like in like a Phantom Menace, it's young acting, so you don't really judge her for that, right? But then by the time you get to,
Right.
you know, something like V for Vendetta, where she's becoming a cult classic, and then what, like Black Swan or whatever, she reaches like Oscar love. But then you have the performance in the first 2 Thor films, particularly the second Thor film, where there's a scene.
Yeah.
There's a scene where it seems like she read her lines off like they were taped cleverly to the set. It seemed like she read them off of the fucking set and then delivered it to the camera.
That's fair.
You know, like it's and you can really tell her level of commitment, and they've really set a new standard with Thor Ragnarok, which again notably did not have Natalie Portman in it.
Yeah, which is kind of upsetting.
Yeah. So I'm wondering how it'll go with Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi's a name. Her interest seems to be, you know, she's getting a better role. She's getting a better role, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even think Jane Foster had picked up Mjolnir in the comics when they did Thor 1, right? So she wouldn't, like, that hadn't even happened. But they're being straightforward with it. Like, Jane Foster is going to be a Thor. She's going to be a Lady Thor. She's going to have Mjolnir. It's in the trailers. It's going to be dope. Hey, what up, Graph? It is so wild you get the chat faster than me, by the way. So wild. My plans for the John Wayne Gacy True Crime in Chat have been thwarted once again.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why so?
Well, I'm just waiting for this season to kind of end for entertainment. Like, we're moving into summer stuff here, so I'm gonna have a lot more free time.
Yeah.
Throughout the summer, and a lot less. You know, it's when the college is in season here. there's always an event or something going on. Like the last
Mm-hmm.
few months, through most of that hiatus, I was working, just every day. Like, you work more days than you have off. Some days are easy, but
Yeah.
some days it's like you pulled functionally like a triple.
Yeah.
And that's going to dry up. That's not going to be as bad coming up for at least until next fall. So it looks
Well,
like
that's good.
Yeah, I'm kind of discovering where my YouTube seasons are.
Well, it's good for me anyway, because then I get you here. Ha.
Mm-hmm. You all do. You get to hear me plug merch when I don't have a fucking plan. You buy a t-shirt if you have PayPal. We only accept PayPal.
For whatever reason, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Nobody worry
I
about it.
had a weird day. It's been a weird day. Has your day been good?
My day's been good. It's been weird. I've been honestly a little mood swingy. I won't lie. I should be upfront about it. I've been mood swingy. I've been up and down.
Well, you also haven't felt very good, so.
I've been pretty sick.
Yeah.
And it's payday,
Heck yeah.
I think I'm going to have to get some of the Vibes merch. I've put it off for a while, so I'm going to try to get some merch.
It's time.
Wear my own shit, because
It's time.
there's some stuff I just made for me. That's why it doesn't say MURKradio on it. It's What up, Michelle?
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, we miss you too.
Yeah, I've had a weird day. I got up way too early,
Yeah.
took my meds, ate breakfast, grabbed a can out of the fridge that Derek had put in there. It was just a drink, like one of those weird vitamin-y drinks, and it's kind of gross because it's vitamin-y, but I drank it anyway. It wasn't until I started to want to crawl out of my skin that I realized that there's 200 milligrams of caffeine in it,
Yep.
and I take Adderall.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep.
I was on a ride, boy.
I bet. I bet.
It was bad. I was like, oh my god. I was texting Justin. I'm like, I'm gonna explode.
The power of nitro cold brew is what it's been lately. There was an artist that left some behind in the green room a while ago, and all
was really good.
all the dudes I work with drank them and were zooming. I had a can, like a small can, the other day and was exhausted. Woke up early, worked all day, and was still up till 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Just zooming like a cat with some catnip. Pupils dilated, like.
That was
Yeah.
me today. I was like, wow. And the bad thing is you take Adderall because you have ADHD and you're trying to get things done. And I have a list of things that I need to get done throughout the day. But whenever you have that much energy and you're zooming that hard, I did a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of that and it would just boom, 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 boom. And finally, poor Kaden was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I need to eat.
I need to eat something. I'm over here, I'm over there. I'm over here. Yeah.
It
I'm
just
crashing.
became
I'm up.
crazy.
I'm down.
Then I get a call from my insurance company, which just made me angry. So you remember how I had that wreck last year, a year ago tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Do you remember that?
That's right. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, and
that
it
was a
took
year
me,
ago
like-
tomorrow. Sorry, that doesn't.
Yeah, it
feel
took
a
me
year
like
ago.
8 months to get all of my car fixed because they just kept putting it off, and it was a big fight. Anyway, so my insurance company calls me, and this girl that hit me, at the scene claimed she had no injuries. Then, about a month later, claimed that she had injuries. My insurance company investigated, found that she was at fault. But because she didn't have insurance, I asked them if we could do a no-fault accident so I could get my shit fixed.
Oh.
And they were like, yeah, we can do that. And I was like, okay, cool. So called it a no-fault accident. They did their investigation. Yeah, it's a no-fault accident. We went on and, got my car fixed. Went our separate ways. A year later, almost a year to the day, this girl sends my insurance company a demand from her lawyer to pay her medical bills.
Oh, damn.
And so they called me and they're like, hey, just so you
What?
know, the attorney's reached out. She wants to sue us for medical bills.
What? No.
And I was like, Fuck her.
Yeah. That's
I was like, pull that police report because she signed a thing saying she wasn't hurt, and you guys determined in your investigation that because it was a no-fault accident, she's gonna have to take care of her own. Just like I had to take care of my own, you know?
That's insane. Yeah. Just like you have to take care of your own. That's insane. That's insane.
So here we are.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was having a good day till you called me. Don't call me again.
Yeah. Michelle, just DM us on Discord. Add us on social media. Hop on Discord.
Yes, please. I'm all over social media, and you can find me under the same name. I'm Arianthe on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
I don't think we, you gotta, yeah.
But I typically only use my email, not my work email, but like my email for bills and stuff, and I don't ever check it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They send me statements, and I'm like, yeah, I know I owe you money. I got it.
Yeah. And we got avenues where we already do stuff like that. We use them.
Mm-hmm.
Privately, of course, you can DM on Discord. That's what I like about Discord is it's its own little platform. We can do a lot with it. I do dig it.
Yeah.
I've been considering other stuff, but it's like, man, no, I'm settled into Discord, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm settled into Discord. Man, homeopathy. Citrine in the butt.
Oh boy.
The Kardashians. Okay, so there's kind of a homeopathy episode of the Kardashians. Like I said, Kourtney is trying to have a child. And they've been doing IVF.
Yeah.
And it's not really been taking. So
Aww.
at one point, and I make a joke like, oh, did they hire a witch? And this lady walks through and starts talking about like kind of some witch stuff. And I was like, what?
Ooh.
What? And she's kind of like a homeopathic fertility expert. And she puts them on this fast where they can't have caffeine, they can't drink any alcohol, they can't have any orgasms in any manner. And then they're gonna get castor oil and some other treatments. She's gonna get her vagine steamed, and then they'll be able to have a kid apparently, or be more likely to have a healthy egg. So, yeah. I don't know how the egg part turned out because I think by the end of it, she was like, "I think I'm just gonna embrace the wellness world, and take a break from IVF." And it's like that's cool.
Yeah.
But
I
also
mean,
it was like, I'm talking, they put rose petals and stuff like on her vagine, and then they steam it. Like they do a whole thing. Travis Barker's wearing nothing but a towel, getting rubbed down with some oils. They put a stupid piece of leather on his head and pour some oil down into it. But it looks like I don't know, like looked relaxing for sure. So
jeez.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's kind of scary. I mean, the more you stress out about it, I mean, it's going to be even harder.
Yeah. Why are you feeling like that, Graph? Oh my goodness, you collapsed? He said in the chat that he collapsed. Oh my gosh. He feels like he's on a sailboat. Yesterday I fell into a pointed corner of a wall and dropped into the floor. Yeah, I rang my bell hard. Dang. Sorry, Graph.
Hope you went to a doctor. Are you okay?
Yeah, I hope you're all right, bud. This roof. I too have had some general syncope issues, man. It sucks. Having like, mine was weird. I was explaining it to my coworkers the other day, like when it happened to me, my vision went white.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed shit near me and woke up on the ground. Like,
yeah.
MS. Yeah, I'm sorry, brother.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's rough.
The ER is awful.
That's rough. Oh, the worst at the ER. Yeah. Now I've had some just inflammation issues. Like I was saying the last stream. It's been rough, and it's kind of caused my mood to be up and down. I've been kind of grumpy. It felt like a bull ready to charge.
Have you tried putting rose petals on your balls and steaming them?
I was thinking about doing a Pooshie steam, but
Yeah.
that's the name of her wellness company, by the way, Pooshie. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing your brain is there, Graf. Mine has been all over the place today.
Oh man. There's an episode, and this is the candle, the Pooshie candle. It's a team up with Gloop.
Ew, no.
Yep.
I hate that.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
I hate that.
Oh, we've talked about our disdain for Gloop before and how kind of laughably California Paltrow is. And Courtney is becoming that. She is kind of slowly, I feel like she's got to be the cooler version of it. But
I hope so, and I hope she's not like advocating for people to put things in their orifices.
yeah. I mean, she was advocating to get your Pooshie steamed. So, but that honestly does sound weird. That does sound kind of nice. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds weird, but like maybe it's fine.
When she's explaining it to the family at a dinner, Chloe's face was like, "What? what are you? Why? For what?" Then the interview asked her, like, "Would you ever consider getting your vagine steamed?" And she was like, "For what? For what? Why do I need why do I need to steam my vagina? It doesn't sound like a good time. I don't want it hot and wet down there."
No.
Yeah. Oh, Michelle's got Discord. We'll hook you up with that link. The link's in the description of this video. Be sure to hop in. Any new viewers, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hop into the Discord. Also, happy Pride Month.
Hey.
It's why is everyone talking? I asked Facebook why everyone was talking about religion today. I was like, what the hell?
That too.
This isn't what I wanted out of this ish. And then
Why is it? Did you figure it out?
One person said it's because we are trying to put Canada on some kind of religious watch.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't actually find. I was going to try to find a cover on, or a story on it. Do? Something covering it. Let's see real quick. I don't know. I guess something about the way they handled COVID is what somebody said, but I'm only going off of what somebody had said in a
Objection hearsay.
Yeah. U.S. trying to put Canada on religious watch. Or religious freedom watch. Oh, Rebel News.
Sounds like we can trust it.
That's from 2 months ago.
Oh.
See, this is another thing I don't like about the Facebook crowd. They're fucking... I don't know. If anybody has a current... any news on that, let me know, because I'm not seeing any of that. There was an Iowa church. That's okay, yeah. See, I'm not seeing anything on us trying to put Canada on a religious freedom watch.
I found one from a year ago.
Yeah. I got a feeling it might have been a rogue hippie hitting up the comments like, it's because people were trying to religiously say they can't do the vaccine. And it's like, why? How do I know you? How do I know you? How far do we go back?
This is what this one says. This one is from August 17th of last year. It says U.S. Senator calls for Canada to be put on a religious freedom watch list over COVID arrests.
Okay. Okay.
It's just it's Ohio lawmakers from a year ago.
Yeah. All right. None of this news is anything I care to check out. Let's go to entertainment news. I'm trying to find anything I can show of the Kardashians. Maybe if this gets enough likes, we could have a show, keeping up with the Kardashians after show.
I would love that.
Lux is home.
Hey! I love her.
We hit dub horns when you come home. You don't have headphones in, so you don't know that, but where's the entertainment news?
Oh, she's so cute.
Aww. I still can't believe the Depp Heard nonsense.
Did you see her lawyer go on TV yesterday?
Did we play it here? Let's fucking put it on.
We should.
I did, but I couldn't remember if I had streamed it before or not.
No.
Yeah, here's Today from 8 hours ago, covering it.
Johnny Depp and his legions of fans basking in his victory, while Amber Heard plans to launch an appeal after the jury in their trial found Heard defamed Depp in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed and ordered her to pay over $10 million in damages. The jury also awarded Heard $2 million in damages, ruling that she was defamed in one instance by a statement from one of Depp's lawyers. But that seemed cold comfort for Heard. Her attorney telling Savannah the media furor surrounding the trial must have reached the jury, which wasn't sequestered.
They went home every night. They have families. The families are on social media. There's no way they couldn't have been influenced by it.
Social media siding overwhelmingly with Depp from the start. On TikTok, the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp.
I don't believe that, though. That's like, if you say that about this case, you gotta say that about a lot of other things. I mean, not the first famous person to be tried, and yes, it was out there and crazy, but no. The jury, that's, you know.
I mean, sure, it got wild, but this girl got on TV and she started saying that the jury picked Johnny Depp because they like him. It was a fame contest. It was all social media, blah, 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 blah.
See.
So are you telling me that the jury is full of shit? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That you think that?
If that's
that everybody in the world is lying except for Amber?
If that's what you thought, you should have done something while it was still...
Right.
In court, like you should have. If you were suspecting that, then you should have brought that up. Like that should have been.
Yeah.
You can get new jurors. You can try to do it. You know, you can move in that direction, and she didn't. So yeah, I kind of call bullshit. If you did, you're bad at your job for not having done something about it earlier. That's not something you find out after the fact. What, you weren't paying attention to social media? Like what, you know?
Right.
How did you not know in the moment?
You mean you weren't looking at social media whenever you all of a sudden...
Yeah. I think it cut out on you.
Billion views, while the hashtag Justice for Amber Heard has 77.5 million.
Oof, that's a big difference.
And a Change.org petition to remove Heard from Aquaman 2 has gained over 4.5 million signatures. Heard's attorneys say she was demonized. They commissioned a report to look into the authenticity of the social media onslaught. In the report, not verified by NBC News, the researcher says he found 300 fake Twitter accounts and that it doesn't take a large number to manipulate the conversation.
Targeting her, putting out Amber Heard as an abuser, Amber Heard as a liar. And at the same time, those same accounts were amplifying positive stuff about Johnny Depp.
Since the start of the trial, Depp's team has denied any coordinated effort, saying support for Depp is organic and unpaid for. One undeniable truth, the unprecedented social media explosion, setting a new stage for trials.
Maybe this will kind of change how that works, you know, with trials. You didn't send a photo to me, Michelle.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that's my rant for the day.
Heard's appeal could be televised too, further stoking the spectacle. The stakes are high. Her lawyer has just said she isn't able to pay the $10.4 million she owes in damages to Johnny Depp. Craig?
So?
She's not able to pay, so she's going to have to file bankruptcy. She's going to have to, move forward.
Not search for a $20 million home?
Yeah, not search for a $20 million home. Just you know,
yeah.
Like I honestly can't with her. I can see why. I mean, I don't know, when you have that kind of public outrage, it's for a reason, you know.
I don't know, I got so angry. Like, you're accusing an entire jury of being influenced by social media. You're accusing a judge of being influenced by social media. Everybody in the world is lying except for Amber and her team. But of course, you know.
Yeah. I still don't have a photo. Whoa. Someone did $5 million in damages?
He did it. He apparently said he got mad at his girl.
Hold on.
Kobe, thank you so much. I'm glad you're there for us. I know there's a lot to get to this weekend, too, with the rest.
Further, and not just regular people, but also specifically clinicians, so that doctors and healthcare providers know what to look out for if they see.
NBC News covers hundreds of stories every day, and because you couldn't possibly read or watch or listen to them all, our bureau teams have done it for you. This is what they tell us is going down in their regions in a segment we called The Local. From our Northeast Bureau, New York lawmakers have passed a bill that would raise the minimum age to buy and own a semi-automatic rifle. It is now 21.
A rifle.
The governor there is expected to sign it into law. It comes just a couple weeks after an 18-year-old killed 10 people at a supermarket in Buffalo.
Tragic.
From our Southeast Bureau, police in Texas say somebody broke into the Dallas Museum of Art Wednesday night and caused more than $5 million in damage.
Why? Why do that at the Dallas Museum of Art?
Things like a pot dating back to 450 BC.
What?
Why?
What, you know? What the hell?
And a Greek statue. Here he is. When asked why he did it, he apparently said he got mad at his girl. Like, can we just all say that's not a good reason to do that?
Huh?
Right there. Anyways, he's in jail now on a charge of criminal mischief. From our West Coast Bureau, California regulators are given the green light for the state's first robo-taxi. From this company called Cruise, it's a self-driving vehicle startup. It's owned by GM, and it's now launching this whole driverless service, basically. It had already been offering free rides to people in San Francisco, but now Cruise can actually charge for them. Would you ride? Time now to get the backstory. Our behind-the-scenes look at how a story comes together and how it fits into our bigger picture. Today is Gun Violence Awareness Day, and we know across the country schools are training students, and they have been, for what to do if a shooting does happen there. So we're taking it inside a school in Dallas to help stop it, hoping to help stop it from even getting to that point. This program is called Say Something, and students here are learning how to recognize the warning signs of somebody who might be at risk of hurting themselves or anybody else. They're also learning how to flag that to adults. This whole initiative came from Sandy Hook Promise, which is a group made up of some of the family members of people who were killed at Sandy Hook in 2012. Some 3 million students all across the country have now used this program. And for the principal at this Dallas school, she says it's made her feel safer.
Having this training does make me sleep easier at night. No one should ever feel how those parents and families feel in Uvalde right now.
Shaq Brewster reported onto this and joins me now. And Shaq, you know, thank you for joining us for the backstory, which is really this segment, as you know, doing the behind-the-scenes look at what it takes for a story to come together. For this one,
it's a tough balance to try to reach. I'm just over public schooling, man. That just seems like just the worst at this point. Like, dangerous. And what do you do? Like, you have to teach teachers to discriminate in some way, not racially or intellectually, but that's what they're talking about. Really, is like flagging kids. And I kind of fell victim to a little bit of that because I was long-haired and troubled family, and they always thought I was up to something. I never was. So I don't know.
No, it was usually you trying to stop everyone else.
Yeah, I'm not like that, you know. Hey, we love you, Michelle.
I remember getting in trouble at the Pontiac Coffee House by you.
Yeah. I'll be I try to be the voice of reason sometimes.
Between you and Brandon Carter and Sev, I got shoved into Carter's Jimmy.
Oh, that's right. You got taken away.
Yeah.
You got escorted. Escorted
by
out of there.
Force.
That's right. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
All of you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out the links in the description. From batteries you might need to treats for your dogs. We probably got a hookup, man. Boom, I'm back. What's up? I'm back.
One thing that struck me about
Oh my
General, but
goodness.
it's a big problem that we have here.
They're talking about middle schools training into recognizing people at risk. Moving on. Okay. I'm going back to Khloe Kardashian, y'all.
I'm into it.
Stop talking to me or we're getting a new car. You're short. You're like just an inconvenience, you dumb whore.
That's her,
Dang!
very personally yelling at her, like, Google Maps.
Yes, I am. You're not. Yes, I am. I will sue the out of you. Suing? Are you insane? No, I will sue. She's a waste. I'm over this.
10 shots.
Did you see that I flinched one time? You have this big ass house and you can't afford a Wi-Fi box out here? Loud for me.
Bitching about the Wi-Fi.
Nope.
In the fur, got the shades, the nails. Shushing her own mom.
What do you use those nails for? Like can openers? This girl thinks she is the newest Kardashian, but I'm here today to show her how it's done. Watch me meet Addison. Right. Yeah, you think I'm gonna do my catwalk debut with you? We gave it to Kendall. We just said, Kendall, if you want our sloppy thirds, go ahead. Because she went to school and you should be happy your daughter has an education, especially sex ed. You obviously didn't. That's why you have multiple baby daddies and thousands of children. If I could sing, don't you think Kris Jenner would have milked this girl? She could have. Kylie, you get to next to me because you are my favorite. When you make $1 billion, I wouldn't need a cockroach for $1 million. Well, because you're a billionaire. You're so easy to make insecure.
What a
Wait till I
cute
tell you about
baby.
badass in a second.
That's a cute baby, Michelle. Adorable.
That's a way cute baby.
Yeah, that's a cute baby.
Mommy said you have a cute baby. Well, your mom is not one to talk, okay? It's not about affording. It's about radiation. You're gonna die anyway. You understand that, right? Die with a good Snapchat going through. Why don't you just do it?
Well, I don't really love getting involved with family.
Why not? You get involved in anything else I do.
Yeah, but that's different. This
Scott Disick is also a treasure, honestly.
Ah, gosh.
He is the pro wrestling B plots of the new series, Arianthe. Like he's Scott. It all kind of revolves because Scott Disick and fucking Courtney aren't together anymore. So it becomes this whole but what does Scott think? And everyone, I mean, I assume the audience is thinking like I am, like who cares? Like
That's me. I'm like, who cares?
he never married Kourtney Kardashian, so step aside.
Right.
Yeah. And no, Michelle, you're not reacting to baby proofing. Which, how old is she now? She's going on a year, isn't she? She's getting up there. What up, Chief? What up, Justin? I see you guys back.
You can never overreact to baby proofing. Let me tell you that you can do all the baby proofing in the world, and I promise you she's going to find a way to hurt herself.
Let's see. Toddlers breaking stuff. Let's do some, yeah.
Walked away.
This is why you should.
Happened? You were climbing up there?
This is why you should baby proof.
You were climbing up there and you fell?
That one got me.
Yeah. These little bobbleheads.
Get out of there! Jackson!
Oh, gosh.
Get out!
No.
Stopped it.
I hate it.
You're
This
not
is-
supposed to be on the table. No.
Are you gonna listen to Daddy? Are you gonna listen to Daddy's rules?
Vinny, are you gonna listen to all the rules that we have? Vinny, listen to the rules.
Gosh.
Are you supposed to have candy at 7 o'clock in the morning? Oh, by penalty of law, this tag may not be removed. You broke the law.
When did you
All day.
learn to do that? Okay.
No, we're not sharing. No.
No.
You're not supposed to bring him in the house.
Okay, this kid brought a whole ass pony in the house.
I never got a pony in the house. I just got what do you call it? A tricycle full of worms. That was fun.
Oh damn!
Like caterpillars. It was awful.
My little sister Ella would bring baby frogs in the house. Just frogs, endless frogs. Walk downstairs.
But just why?
Frogs on frogs. Frogs. Yeah. They'll bring animals in. Nah, you're not overreacting, Michelle. That's not. No.
No.
Toddlers are toddlers, man.
Here's in there.
Are you sorry?
No.
No, he's not though.
I think he is gonna bite her at least 4 more times in this day.
At least, yeah.
At least 4 more times.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be in bed?
This kid decided to hop in the dog kennel, dude. You even gotta baby proof the thing you put the dog in.
Uh-huh.
You're in bed.
A cage.
Is this
You
your
gotta
bed?
baby proof the outside of a
Is this where
cage.
Mama
How you gonna
put
do?
you to
You
bed?
know, kids, man. Humans are crafty. I saw a clip the other day of a honey badger.
Oh gosh.
Name Straussel, I believe, and he can escape from anything. And let's see. Let me see if I can find this. This is fucking hilarious. It had me on the floor. It was so funny.
After Stoffel's severe mauling by the lions, Brian knew that he had to get his badger under control.
That's how it started. That's how the clip starts. Already, he knew he had to get his badger under control, and it's exactly what you would think. It's a safari guy walking near his crane. Like there couldn't be a more like, oh yeah, this guy definitely has issues rehabilitating his badger from a lion attack.
His solution was a brand new pen.
He can't help but break out.
Gosh, just let him go.
You can't keep Stoffel down, dude. No, man. Hey, I want the don't tread on me flag, but it's Stoffel. And it just says not today, bitch.
I want it in a sticker. I want to put it on the back of my truck.
Not today, bitch. People get, is that a honey
Given how
badger?
smart weasels are, and the fact that they're related to weasels, they might be as smart as some children.
Dude.
Yeah, probably
For
my
real.
children. They're dumb. Kids are stupid. I love them. So I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and she's got like 6 kids of varying ages, and she's like, it doesn't get better.
It's the digging out. It's the digging out of Badger Catraz.
Yeah, Badger Catraz.
Like, dude thought to tunnel. When he ran out of rocks, he started making mud balls. He'll use a rake. He'll use a stick.
He'll use poop.
He'll use poop. He will get. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. You cannot take care of that animal. That's like some. It's like he's in a rehab. You know what I mean? And really does not want to get clean. And they're like, this is court mandated. Oh.
Well, imagine how he feels. Like, imagine how the honey badger feels, right? Like, this random old guy is trying to force you to stay in this concrete prison.
Oh.
And then he brings in some girl, and this girl's probably just as crazy.
Oh, yeah. As a never againer, I'm like, yeah, well, you just gave me a wife. I'll make kid. We'll get out of here. We're getting out of here.
We're going to build an army.
Yeah. you just fucked up. You just threw gas on this fire, bub. We're breaking out. Hey, honey, get that latch at the top. I'm gonna get this latch at the bottom. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Oh, I mean, where are honey badgers even native to?
Not here.
Yeah, where are honey badgers native? Let me see.
I want to say Australia or New Zealand.
Right? Like,
I mean, just given the fact that they're the most deadly of the mustelid family.
Yeah, I thought it was Asia.
Africa, Southwest Asia, and
Oh.
the Indian subcontinent. So it's like an Indian.
Okay.
Man, which I love dholes. They're crazy. Little whistling fox dogs. Honey badgers. That okay? So like India, Africa, yeah, Southwest Asia. Okay. Well,
I couldn't do it. I would just live my life constantly on the edge.
it adds a little bit of context as to, like, you know, I've explained before on the show. I've been by trade. I'm a handyman. I've done on-site maintenance for a rather large apartment complex at one time, and it was majority Indian from India that moved to America, and so they're used to a different continent, and I kind of see why they were so scared of the wildlife here. Everything back there seems to be able to kill you or outsmart you or is horrible or mean. Just mean. Like that's the honey badger. It's mean and made of muscle.
Yeah.
It's mean, it has claws, it's a badger. Don't mess with it. Yeah. Oh, flannel's from India, never seen one. Yeah. Yeah, right? See, have you seen a dhole? Because I've heard stories of dholes like rushing in, or not dholes, packs of wild dogs in India just rushing into houses and taking all the food and stuff.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Michelle can't have pets. That sucks.
Oh, why?
A fish tank in the living room. Also be careful with your size of fish tank. Some apartment complexes aren't cool with fish tanks either.
Yeah. I found out the hard way why.
Yeah, did you flood downstairs?
They flooded me.
They flooded you. Yep, that's why. I've seen some pretty elaborate fish tank setups in an upstairs apartment. Had to be the guy that breaks the news, like, hey man, the manager saw that, and that should obviously be a no-no.
Yeah,
and
you
like,
think?
Yeah, and they're like, why? It's like, what do you mean why? If anything happens to that tank, where's all that water going? Onto the floor? Okay, what's below you? Oh, people. Yeah, dude. No, you can't have it. But there's normally a gallon limit, and I like a fish tank. I'm good with a fish tank. I've seen wild dogs in wildlife sanctuaries. Yeah. Oh, you're from a super urban area. All you got are crows. Word. Got pigeons
Crows are
here.
awesome.
I love the street pigeons here. All the people are leaving the area for the summer, and all the old people are coming in. You know, like the old people like the desert.
Yeah.
In the summertime. Snowbirds, you know. And they're so all the wildlife is kind of showing back up because it's less populated downtown. So, I saw a prairie falcon the other day. There's pigeons like crazy. All the little finches and kind of starlings are back.
Aww.
Yeah, like the wildlife around here in our little plaza where we live. There's some like there's trees that they have planted that hummingbirds love. So we get a lot of hummingbirds and like butterflies and stuff down there. It's really cool this time of year.
That's so cool.
Yeah. $200 for a pet, but let me tell you right now, at one point I paid every form of pet deposit and fee you can pay on a dog. Yeah, let me tell you, like it was when I first moved in, I had to pay a deposit, and then they moved to a monthly fee, and then they waived it entirely, but they never refunded me.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I just ended up paying a bunch of money.
I've decided that if you move into a place and you have to pay a pet deposit, just rest assured you're never going to get it back.
Yeah, no, I can kind of explain why too. Like, it's kind of a scam at some places. There's just it's already figured out that you're not going to get most of it back. I've seen people get some back, and I've gotten deposits back, but if there's a pet, they have to shampoo. They have to, like there's things they have to do for allergenic reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And there's where all of it goes. That's why you're not getting your main deposit or your pet deposit back.
Yeah.
I hated that, man. And they shafted me a couple different times. Used to work for a really lame company, really bad company.
Boy. I rented an apartment in Fayetteville one time, paid $600 for a pet deposit because I had a dog.
Ugh.
And when I moved in, there was dog hair everywhere.
They
dog
gave you
hair.
a pet apartment and didn't bother shampooing it because you had said up front you did the right thing and said up front you had a dog coming and still got shafted. See, Arkansas is the worst with it because there's no renters' rights.
Right, that's what I was just fixing to say.
Yeah, they can.
Whenever I moved out, I had the apartment professionally cleaned. Because I had paid like $1,500 between first and last month's rent, pet deposits, and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, whenever I moved out, I was like, I want a little bit of that money back, at least,
Yeah.
Had it professionally cleaned. And then, like, a week later, I called and I was like, hey, can we finish doing the walkthrough so I can get my deposit back? And she goes, oh, we've already done the walkthrough. You're not getting any of that back.
Oh.
And it was because, I shit you not, the itinerary, the what do you call that? Maybe it is an itinerary of what they had to replace, quote unquote, is stupid stuff. Like, the aluminum things that go in the oven, like on the stovetop.
Yeah.
So they had to
Drip
replace
pans.
those.
Those are always a fee you have to pay. Drip pans, air filter, there's just things that de facto
Those cost like $3.
Yeah,
and not even. They're getting them for
$35 for that.
Yeah, I used to order them literally for less than 25 cents a pop.
They charged me $35 for drip pans. They charged me it's like $600 and something for carpet cleaning, even though I had already done it. Through the same company, by the way, because it had to be approved by them.
Yeah.
They charged me for repainting. They said they had to replace a window, and I'm like, my child is 2.
There's no way you had to replace a window, and if you did, it's
Who
not.
broke the window?
Yeah, it's not on me. Like,
yeah. Well, the only thing that I could go back to is one time we had what essentially was a tornado spin up in Fayetteville, knocked the tree over that was right next to my apartment building. It hit the window and broke it. But they had come back and fixed that.
Yeah. Also, all the apartments built back home have this double paned glass that fogs up. If you're lucky, and it fogs up, and
because it's not sealed right.
It's not sealed right. It fogs up, and it slowly goes white from the calcification. Right.
That's pretty awful.
And I've the apartment complex I worked for didn't charge people for that, but I've seen it happen before at other places.
Yeah.
Where they're like, "What the hell? That's like an 18-year-old window you're charging me for. I didn't gloss it over white. Like it's.
Yeah.
I tried to get you guys to change that."
And they're not charging you for the same window. They're charging you for a brand new window that is going to be sealed correctly.
Yeah. One time I had to wait 4 or 5 days to get AC fixed. Like the middle.
I had to wait a month in July.
Jesus. See, there's Arkansas. It's like there's no rights or urgency sometimes. When the companies are booked, they're booked. Here there's rights, so it's hilarious watching someone get evicted from. Like watching any of our neighbors get evicted because it's like, you'll see like an official notice go up, and then slowly they'll stack like 18 like thick ass pamphlet like multi-page notices like from the state on the door, like you are evicted, blah blah blah. Here's your final. Here's the third to final. Here's the final. All right, you're out of here. And I've seen them do that over the course of a month. And it's like, dude, nobody is in there. You guys should be able to turn that and flip that. And they're like, because of legality, if they're squatting, they're squatting.
Yeah.
So, They have to do it a certain way here. It's so weird. I'm not used to that at all. From a place that could give a fuck less about the.
Yeah, Arkansas was way different. I remember I lived in a town. I've moved a lot. Derek was in the military. Lived in a townhouse in Arkansas, and the water pipe broke, and it was below freezing outside. And so water's gushing everywhere. There's ice everywhere. Dude took 2 days to fix it. And I got my water bill back, and it was $500. And so I took the water bill to the landlord, and he goes, "That's on you."
Yeah. That's it's not
the pipe
on
wasn't
you.
insulated correctly.
It's not on you. That's how Arkansas would view it. Like you should have wrapped the pipe, and it's like, dude, I didn't even know. It
much less 9 rock. I mean, I'm not saying that they're wrong. It's and what it comes down to is it's their fucking house, and if you move the fuck out, then who else is gonna pay for it?
Exactly.
But almost every house has a water main that is a switch that you flip, and it turns all the water off to your house.
Yeah.
Usually it's inside your house.
Yeah.
It wasn't that wasn't a thing. At least on my side of the townhouse, and the people next door, it's Bella Vista. So they were gone, and that's where the water main was.
That's some old bullshit. See, that's with something like that too, where you've obviously had people in and out, and it's not your first rodeo. Why the hell wouldn't you tell your tenant, "Hey, it's wintertime, be sure to do this and that"? I used to go around all the time trying to just tell people like, "Hey, don't put work orders in if you feel cold coming from your windows. They're glass. Here's the insulation stuff you can buy. Here's some tips and tricks to keep it from from cold coming in from your windows." Which you get, like, there'd be people who, again, never experienced a winter in their life living there.
Yeah.
And they would sleep on the ground.
I just moved here I lived in Texas, way down by Houston. It's like, all right, cool, dude.
Yeah. And
you know what cold is? Yeah, it's been cold before. It's been like 45, 50 degrees.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Hit me up in February, dog.
Exactly.
And then they're like, it's Christmas and it's not snowing. Does it even get colder out here? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
It starts raining ice.
Give it about a month, dude, and you're going to be living in fucking Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. It's the worst. I was trying to explain to my coworkers, like, how it drops ice. Like back home, how it just drops like an inch of ice. Like before it, like if there is powdery snow, it's definitely on top of just ice back home. So it's it's cold in a way that, like, I don't know. I was raised in it, so it sucks. I hate it when I got thinner, but when I was big, it wasn't. I wore shorts in it. Now I'm a shivery little lady in it. I can't handle the cold, but you get these residents like air mattress next to the window like the blinds open, nothing. Like, dude, you can hang them.
Nope.
Go buy this plastic stuff that insulates your window, and you'll be Gucci. Honestly, put anything up. Blind,
put on some clothes, dude.
Put on some clothes. Don't sleep.
Go to sleep in fucking sweats and a hoodie.
Yeah, and it's like
under a blanket.
Or they always try to, like, residents would throw kids in the way. Like, a kid sleeps next to this window, and it's like, well, why? If it's so cold, move their bed over there, away from the window. Like, this is another thing.
That doesn't make much sense.
You have to kind of, depending on the space you have going on back home in the wintertime, sometimes you do have to move your kid's bed so it's not near a cold ass wall. Like, the hell, move the bed.
Yeah.
What the hell? It was weird. It was always so. Ugh. Ooh, when the cable snaps, what the fuck is this?
This cable is about to snap, but the solution to it is not what you think. During amphibious operations, ships stop a few miles away from the shore, and troops use a variety of vehicles to get to land, which include landing craft, landing vehicle tracked, hovercraft, and even helicopters.
What?
Cranes were used to pick up and drop off landing vehicles into the water. But this not only had inherent risks, it was also not the fastest method.
That's not
Modern
good to laugh at, but those
amphibious
dudes got
assault ships
thrown.
are well. A hangar at the back of the ship that not only can sit at the water level for quick deployment of vehicles, but can also get flooded by filling up the ship's ballast tanks to allow a variety of amphibious vehicles to get in and out of the ship safely and at much higher speeds. A flooded well deck is called a wet deck. This cable is about to snap.
Yeah, that was impressive. When our ingenuity goes wrong, it's like, no, it works most of the time. Sometimes though, you get thrown off the tank into the ocean.
That might be a problem.
Jeez. Oh, I'm so out of it today.
Same.
It's been such a weird day. Graf's mom had thermal curtains. Well, I've never had thermal curtains. That sounds scary, like they could catch like fire or something. Or be I don't know.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of a thermal curtain.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. It sounds dangerous.
Probably just like an insulation blanket.
There you go. As long as there's no electric heated element. I guess that doesn't make sense for there to be one. But I like the blackout curtains. If I'm working overnights, get the blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Just, completely black out a room.
Yep.
Oh, how hard it is to do groceries when you have babies. I mean...
Yes.
Yeah. Kids are picky too.
Yes.
I'm picky.
Mine are ridiculously picky.
Yeah. So, I'm picky, kids are picky. It's gotta be tough. I order online nowadays. I have we have a food budget, and like I do online ordering now. So I'm gonna do that I'm gonna do that today. I actually suppose I should wind her down a little bit early because I gotta go run a bunch of errands. It's payday. Fun. I gotta make sure everything's paid. Spoon is gonna be at the theater tonight.
Hey.
So that's kind of a big show. It looks like it's sold out. If there's any like spots left to slide in, I'll probably go check the show out.
Do it.
Maybe grab a drink with Lux or something at the bar. The venue's really cool. There's like a bar in the alley that's like attached to the theater. It's really cool.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So I think
Michelle, you tell him to eat your ass.
Oh yeah.
I've seen people put their dogs in shopping carts.
Yeah, you can have a kid in the carrier in the cart. That's yeah.
I will be right back. I'm getting a phone call.
Hey, no worries. Again, I'm gonna kind of roll out early. I'm feeling a little loopy today. I've been kind of out of it. It took a long time to kind of get the stream together today, but finally have a day off. Had a stretch of days off, but felt sick as hell through it. And now finally have like a proper evening off before a really crazy day tomorrow. Got a little bit of a busy weekend ahead of me. But all of the kind of cool rock and roll rompous crowds are those shows. I'm not really working those kinds of shows through the summertime. It looks like it's mostly going to be stuff like Herb Alpert and just different, I don't know, like symphonies and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see the change in season for sure in the entertainment world. It's so interesting having a house that you just kind of work regularly. Oh, they're just thick as heck with inner lining. Word. See, I thought it was something like that. Or I didn't think it was something. I thought it was a heating element at first. Chief thought it was something like that. Biden's pushing to reform gun laws, but I think we also wanted stimulus, guys. Let's see, do we have... anything going on in science news? Ooh, what to look for in the June night sky.
Last month was
This lady is loud.
plenty to see in our night sky from that.
This lady starts at like raised evangelical church song volume, like
Lunar eclipse that we
full.
had. 2 meteor showers just last night. I wonder if you saw them. News 19's meteorologist Corey Smith said there's even more to look forward to in the month of June, if you can believe that. All of that in your latest Sky Watch forecast. Corey.
We've made it to the end of the month, which means it's time once again to take a look at the night sky here across the Midlands. And over the month of May, the biggest event by far was the lunar eclipse. And you can see some of the pictures that we received from our nighttime WLTX weather watchers. We absolutely love to get your pictures, so make sure to keep sending those in. And hopefully we can get those on air as we show them off at the end of every month. And speaking of the end of the month, we're going to end the month of May.
I don't like this guy's yellow shirt. Yellow is a weird option. It is not like that's not the right time for springy colors like that.
With the pass of the International Space
Not that
Station
one, not that kind of
Tuesday
color.
night or tonight at 10 o'clock.
Not with that blazer.
So a little bit on the later side, but don't worry if you miss out on this pass. We actually have one over the next 3 days. We'll have all the information on that online, so make sure to at least stay tuned for that. We'll make sure to keep you up to date as we see those flyovers. As we go towards the middle of the month, we're going to see those morning planets start to line up, and eventually we're going to have quite a crowded skies.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
See this right here? We have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon. Quite the list. And all you have to do is look out into the eastern sky before the sun rises. So make sure to get out, especially on the 16th. I think a pretty cool sight to see there.
Dang. So guys, June 16th, if you're in the Midlands, if you're in the middle of the country, if you're in the middle of the North American continent, you should be able to see that in your night sky if you're not in a hella populated place.
A little bit later on in the month,
If light pollution doesn't kill it for you.
3 celestial bodies.
No way in hell I could see it here.
Mars and the Moon, making a little bit of a triangle in the eastern sky as well. So definitely something to
Live next door to a skyscraper. It's not happening.
check out. And if you are looking at the night sky, at least over the next week, things are looking pretty good. We're not
I'd have to
seeing
go out to
too much
like
in the way of cloud cover, maybe some
Gates
showers,
Pass
some
or something.
Residual clouds left Friday night, but other than that, every single day this week looking pretty good to take a look at the night sky. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, you can reach out through social media. We'd love to hear from you guys. From the studio, I'm News 19 meteorologist Corey Smith.
Well, Corey Smith, I don't respect the like pudding yellow shirt, man. That shit didn't really go well with that vibe. Chief, have you seen the newest Stellaris update? They just did a new Stellaris patch and like downloadable content update. It's called Overlord. And I've been a little bit lost in it because it finally allows you to really go Dune with the game Stellaris. Stellaris, if you guys don't know, is a I guess a sandbox the government simulator and exploration game. It's like a I don't know, it's a god game. And it's awesome. But I've been able to add these Dune mods lately that are actually working, and it kind of feels like Dune. You can get all the way to like God Emperor of Dune, and I'm nerding out really hard at the just the scale and impressiveness of this newest Stellaris update. You can now assert overlordship over other factions. You can do it in a sneaky way. With every update, their games get a little more realistic. At some point, if we do have a simulated reality we can access through like VR, I bet you Paradox has the best version of it. I just got a feeling, man, there's something about the way they build a game. A, you can normally mod the piss out of it. B, it's the most thought-invoking group of games I think I've ever played. And so, but I blame Chief for starting this addiction, this Paradox Games addiction, man. It is serious too. I've got a game running on AI right now. Like it's just they're all just fighting each other. I don't know. Check it later and probably play a faction. So I'll build a whole sci-fi universe and then just pop in there as a rando and play the game. It's so weird. But are you guys still there? It feels lonely. Anybody hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, good.
What else have they made other than Stellaris?
Crusader Kings. I forget the Hearts of Iron is another series. That's a really popular series. So like Hearts of Iron, stuff like that. Crusader Kings, Stellaris. Other dynastic simulators, I believe. Like a whole handful of games, but they're all pretty good. I don't think I've played a bad Paradox game.
Are we talking video games?
I'm talking video games. I've been pretty addicted to the new Stellaris update, which it's an older game. Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good. I mean, for if you're like me and your idea of having a good time is plugging in like the parameters for a science fiction world and then watching it happen. Like that's really I don't really even play the game anymore. I just kind of throw it into observe mode and it's like a fish tank or anthill. But it's, you know, they're doing the things I designed them to do.
Oh.
They're God games.
Hayden plays a game that is kind of like that, but you have to create a virus and try and kill off the world population.
Are you talking Plague Inc? We talking Plague Inc? I've crushed some Plague Inc. I like Plague Inc too. That's a good time.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I went back to it when COVID happened. Like when I got COVID, I played it again on my phone. It was a good time. You can really mess the world. You can really murder the world in that game.
You really can.
Yeah. What I like about something like Crusader Kings 3 is it's they finally moved into the world of like kind of 3D animated character portraits and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's even more immersion than there used to be, which it used to kind of look like Chief lovingly described it as like a spreadsheet operator. Like Crusader Kings 2 can look rough and old, but probably one of my favorite games of all time. Honestly, I've wasted more time playing that than. I mean, if you look at my Steam library and like the amount of hours that things have been running, but again, it's not like I'm playing actively Stellaris. Like technically, I'm running playtime on Stellaris right now, but I'm not playing it. I'm streaming over here and talking. I'm not. It's just running on its own. So. I wish that was an interesting stream to do. I tried doing it once where it's just I let my Stellaris AI go and I just kind of hang out, but it was a bad idea. It didn't work.
Aww.
It just I don't know. It was awkward. I'm bad at game streams, I think, unless I'm like with Chief. I like those.
Nah.
Which I got Tabletop Sim on all my ish now. I think it's on this rig too. I think I got it everywhere.
You just have to find your niche.
Yeah. And I was looking through the D&D boards and mods for this Tabletop Sim that Chief got me. Ooh, my nose.
Ooh. God bless you.
No, I've taken an allergy pill.
Are you okay?
Yeah, this is not allergic rhinitis. This is just my inflammation.
Oh no.
I've had to pump in anti-inflammatories today. I've been pretty swelled up. But that's just, you know, one of the symptoms of what I have going on. It's nothing serious. It's kind of good that it's at this point, honestly, and I'm not like, you know, worse for wear, like having to deal with nausea or anything.
Still feels yuck.
Yeah, I'll take body pains and a runny nose over lower gut pain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotta make really changes your scale of comfort. having what I got going on. I'm on like year 6 of it being really shitty to me, and I'm pretty over it. I'm pretty over it. I'm really enjoying the times when it's not so bad, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, and then you get used to it not being bad, and then whenever it hits you again, it's never good.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And I had like some weird shit happen. Like I had a weird cut on my leg that damn near healed, and then out of nowhere turned into a whole like subdermal like issue, and then became a lesion, and then looked like it had staph, and it didn't. It doesn't.
Weird.
No infection. My body's just like, hey, what's going on here? Send white blood cells, all of them now, aggressively.
Oh no.
And yeah, so I've like finally recovered from like that weird my weird leg thing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's been fucking up and down. Oh, well, because I'm kind of out of it now that I've got to I gotta go do something about this runny nose and do stuff with this runny nose.
Oh, no.
You guys want a non-allergic rhinitis ASMR? Oh yeah. You
Be
guys
careful. We're gonna get demonetized.
You guys like rhinitis? I want to do a team up fucking candle with Kourtney Kardashian and Poochie. It's called rhinitis. It's just called rhinitis. I seriously tried to I spent like 2 hours day before just writing out fucking bitching about my rhinitis on Facebook, and just never posted it. Just deleted it.
Oh, why?
I just felt better to get it out. I didn't really
That's fair.
need anyone to see it. It's just
That's fair.
like it's one of the most mind-numbing, like frustrating symptoms possible, because it's like I take 24-hour allergy medication, like the strongest allergy medication you can really get. I kind of pay out of the nose for it, and I have to go out of my way to get it. Like one of my chores today is probably going out of my way to get an allergy pill. And
well, can I get it easily?
No, I mean it's just at stores. So it's like, you know, I live downtown, so it's just anything that you would get from even a CVS is kind of just out of the way for me.
Yeah.
I don't like live too close to a CVS or anything like that. I live close to a hospital and like a pharmacy, but
yeah.
If it's anything that you got to go actually like buy like an allergy pill, because what I take used to be prescription, but now it's over the counter.
DoorDash it.
Right? Instacart.
Instacart's
been a lifesaver here. They don't have Walmart, but they have everything else. So
yeah, Walmart's fine. Aldi's is my favorite place to go.
Well, I've been kind of feeling Food City lately. We got a Food City out here.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at it, but it's just
the
prices are comparable to something like, you know, we got a couple other things that are like almost like harps, you know.
Oh yeah.
They kind of work out that way. There's also a fancy, like I say fancy, there's a hippy dippy co-op down the road. I'm probably gonna pop in there.
I love those co-ops.
Yeah. Graf's wife takes Zyrtec. Now, I got a gripe with Zyrtec. Well, I used to think it wasn't real drugs, but then I found out it's non-allergic rhinitis I suffer from the most, which is sometimes I'm having genuine allergic reactions. Sometimes it's just my body inflaming my sinuses.
Yeah, Derek gets that a lot.
Oh, I hate it so much. And it's like I'll take a 24-hour pill. I'll lay down. When I'll wake up 6 hours later with a runny nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
same. He will too.
Fuck! I took a 24-hour pill. And you know, you take another one, you feel better. But then it's like, you know, I don't know, kind of constantly juicing myself with something that makes me feel somewhat loopy all the time.
Yeah.
I get tired of it. I was hella over it the last couple of days, and it's kind of caused some mood issues with me and some sleep problems. So I've just been low sleep, moody, Like,
do you use nasal spray?
no, and I can't. I'm not allowed to
Good,
anymore.
don't. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm only because of the added moisture. I'm not supposed to add any moisture in there because of how active my excretory systems are.
Yeah, I've seen people with really bad allergies, even if it's non-allergic, they pump themselves full of Flonase or whatever they seem to find, and they'll do it every single day.
Oh, you get addicted
right?
to it. You'll get addicted to that. Yeah, your body
Well,
is
it's just-
physically addicted.
Well, and you're kind of fucking yourself over. Nasal spray is meant to be used every 72 hours, or you can get rebound congestion. So
Ooh.
don't do it.
End up with wet lung. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm good on that. I got told that pretty young, actually. Like, hey, don't even bother with that. Like, if it's not a pill, there's no need to even fuck around.
Yeah. Derek takes a 24-hour Allegra in the morning and a 24-hour Zyrtec or Claritin at night.
Oh, it's been so weird to get proper care and like a diagnosis lately.
Yeah.
Or like people that understand my diagnosis, just because it's so rare to find anybody who has any knowledge on what I got going on. Because there's no on the books treatment, or like it's still all kind of in there. Well, I mean, they have an on the books treatment now, but it's an injectable.
Yeah, well, and some people don't. What I found really interesting while Derek was going through something similar is like there are some people that don't even believe it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're having an allergic reaction. Let's cut out all the foods you're eating and work our way up.
Yep. And then when it turns out to be something like non-allergic rhinitis, it's like, well, you just seem crazy. You just seem crazy. I've had a bit of the cold and flu symptoms because of it too this last week, but sometimes stress and stuff like that does it to me. Sugar intake has a lot to do with what I have going on. More than I ever like to admit, because you know me, I love some candy. I will sit and eat. I am the party when it comes to a party-sized bag of Skittles. Like that's
Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's for me. That's the family. This dad size. This is for me. I'll crush the whole thing of caramel M&Ms, and those things like that cause me like some pretty severe flare-ups. I gotta like really take it easy. It's like I could do every other night like a slice of cake or something, but I probably shouldn't eat all of it. Like even the one slice of cake. Like I have to really almost live diabetic lately, where it's like I'm really choosing when I sugar down.
Yeah.
Where when I first came out here, it was like bodega Skittles. There's bodegas everywhere, so it's like, I'm gonna go get some Skittles. Wow.
The real question is, do bodega Skittles taste better than regular Skittles?
Yeah. Even if they're out of date, especially if they're out of date. There's something about it. You get a little bit of that incense from the fucking bodegas. The smoke taints the bag. They're old. They're fucking. Sometimes they're all stuck together, so it's like a hassle to break them apart. There's something closer to like a lemon head than fucking Skittle. It's better. It's worse. What I'm describing are bad things, I realize, but for the experience, it's when you're walking in a metropolis eating that. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
It feels right. Like that's what I'm looking for. You can like that flavor. That's gutter caviar right there. Expired bodega Skittles. That's some of my favorite shit. There was a bodega. I'm talking, I could throw a rock and hit it from where I live, and it shut down. And I had a
no.
I'm glad it shut down though. This fucking bodega did not know how to fucking operate. It kept trying to be other things, and then it set up like an opening time of like 10 a.m. Which is already pretty late for what's functionally a gas station with no gas.
Yeah.
Like why aren't you 24 hours? You're a bodega. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
How the hell is it not 8 a.m.? You sell breakfast shit. Like, what is this? I show up multiple times at 10 a.m. and I'm needing some nicotine. And that is the closest nicotine in town. And they're in there, but the doors are locked. all the homeless people gates are fucking closed. Like, you can't, like, it's jailed up. It's covered in bars.
Oh, no.
Like, ooh, dude, open this bodega. I've called them before from outside. Like, are you gonna open up or what's up? It's 10:30, homie. He's like, I'm doing paperwork.
Okay.
Okay. And like, and again, it's like, it's extra frustrating because you're the only one with a cell phone because everyone else in line with you who also needs nicotine is homeless. So now you feel gross. Like,
oh no,
it was a whole vibe. Like, oh, I'm not trying to Moses with these homeless people for cigarettes, but open this fucking store. Like, I see you. I see you in there. Open. I'm not trying to walk a mile to get this tobacco. Then I had to fucking walk a mile.
Oh no.
Never went there again. Had an emergency where the place I go now, it's a mile away, is closed. And went to go there and it was just shut the fuck down and completely gutted. Like, I stopped walking by it. I was so mad. I was like, I'm not even want to be on that side of the block. Fuck y'all. I hope that place burns down. I hope you're lazy ass. You can't run a bodega. It's the easiest thing to do.
He started out being mad because he had to walk a mile down the road, and then he went a mile out of his way.
I went a mile out of my way, and just to say fuck you. And that place closed the fuck down. Still closed. Nothing's in there. No one wants it. It's set up like a cigar shop, and no one wants. It has a fucking humidor room. No one's gonna buy that.
Nope, no one's gonna buy it.
It's across from a gas station named a gas station. It's across the street from a bus station named after Linda Ronstadt's dad. So no one's gonna put a fancy cigar shop in there. And your bodega was never gonna be a fancy cigar shop. It was never gonna be.
No,
that. It was never gonna be that. It's a bodega. You sell expired Charlton chews, lighters, and matches to junkies. Like, that's what you do. You flirt with rose stems until the community's upset, and then you stop. You know, like, yeah. All the homeless people have moved back downtown. They're all back. When all the college stuff happens, and all these big fairs, and all the crystal shows, and all the cool desert activities happen through the fall, they move all the homeless people out of town.
Aw.
And then by the time the summer happens and everyone's gone, they trickle back in.
Everyone's sifted back in.
Yeah, so kind of adding to my weird pissy mood swings, it's like I woke up at 7:30 yesterday to a dude just a crackhead screaming outside our window, smoking crack.
Why?
'Cause crack.
'Cause crack, that's why.
He was bitching about someone that had ripped him off in Spanish. He was bitching about his homeboys, but there's no... He was a crackhead too, so it didn't make sense after a certain point, even in not that I could tell in Spanish, unless he's speaking a whole different type of Spanish. But yeah, he was just smoking crack back there. He was just back there smoking crack.
It was actually just Klingon.
It's a whole thing. Like, they just start showing up, like... And they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck that they're doing it in public right now.
That's so weird.
They don't care. They're just smoking off a foil next to restaurants.
Oh, gosh.
Like, there's a dude hitting a crack pipe walking by the fanciest restaurant downtown the other day.
No.
Like, hitting it. Like, dude, you're going to blow crack smoke into a fucking restaurant. It's fucking out of control downtown, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
The drug problem. But I was on the other side of town yesterday when I was working. We had to move some stuff from storage units for the theater. And I passed by, like, where the tent city is and stuff. You know, and it was...
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough. You could tell everybody that's here seasonally is gone, and it's all... just kind of homelessness now. But I like desert life still. I still like it. Still love the desert.
Yeah, the desert is whenever I find myself in the desert, Derek loves it there. Loves it because he has no allergies, nothing flares up on him. I, on the other hand, go the complete opposite way. I get into the desert and the wind blows and I'm like, ugh, you know.
What I like about how you can actually catch a breeze in the desert, shade is
Yeah.
shade. The breeze through some shade is actually cool.
I'm not sticking to everything. My thighs are able to move as thighs are supposed to. It's great.
Well, and I look like a sweaty boy back home. Here, I still look like a sweaty boy, but it actually does what it's supposed to do and dries away.
Yeah.
Like my body actually feels like it's cooling itself the way it should, as opposed to just being a sweaty mess back home.
I just don't understand why I continue to live in a place where I stick to everything.
Yeah, it's weird seeing people back home that are totally adjusted to the Ozarks humidity too, and they're they don't sweat in the summertime. They don't. And they got to really jog and shit in 100-degree weather back home to catch a sweat. It's dude, because I could be in 106 here, and if I catch a sweat, it's stays under my hair, keeps me cool, dries out. I don't. It's not like I'm drip.
Humans be doing what humans are supposed to do in the desert.
Yeah, back home I'd be drip dropping.
Yeah.
Drip.
I'm not supposed to be in the damn swamp.
Yeah. Damn straight. Speaking of swamp.
You could get jungle foot.
Speaking of swamp, are we taking any bets on what the next Florida crime is going to be? Because Florida's going to pop back up in the stream.
Yeah.
The way their crime works, the way the true crime works in Florida. What are we thinking? We thinking there's going to be another manhunt, shooting, and the next shooting going to be in Florida. Something's going to pop off in Florida.
Would it be cheating to say shooting? Because we know that's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. 300 mass shootings in 72 hours.
We'll cover the next Florida shooting. That's what we're putting our very our morally low crime pool.
Well, there was a mass shooting 30 minutes from my house.
I was actually wanting to talk to you about that. I didn't know if you'd want to talk about that now or off air, but it happened. It happened in Tulsa, and that's been freaking me out.
Yeah, it's a little close to home.
Been pretty worried about it. I it's the fact that it's specifically the Southeast is starting to kind of get a little inflamed, and I didn't realize the racist those weird racist kind of militaristic factions are just independent weirdos following the online racist nonsense. We're getting that bad out there.
Yeah.
And I hate that it's still a problem, and I can't believe it's happening that close,
Yeah.
That one got me. That one got me and has been a little tough for me. There's one happened today in Iowa. At a church.
Yeah. The guy in Tulsa was mad at his doctor, and I understand that, but he also took 3 other people out that he did not mean or necessarily want to take out. However, he did leave a note and said, no one's going to stop me. I'm going to kill this guy. Here's my issue with the way some people are putting it, right?
Yeah.
People are trying to smooth it over and not be as afraid because they're going, well, he was after one person, but he took out 3 other people.
Well, and
he ruined 3 other people.
Yeah, let's see how it's litigated, because there is litigation in a way to sentence somebody who had a singular motive in crime against one person. So if that's how it's ruled, then that's how it's ruled. But I doubt it will be that, because multiple people
I just can't fall into the camp of, well, he was angry at his doctor and so he went after his doctor to try and make myself feel better about it. The dude killed people. He killed a patient and a front desk girl, a nurse, or no, 2 doctors. And there's nothing I can say about that. There's no way I can go, well, he wasn't trying to kill everybody. It was just, he was just mad at this doctor. I can't say that and feel better about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was apparently, he had back surgery just a few weeks ago, and he was mad because he had back pain. Yeah, you had back surgery, big guy. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
There's physical therapy you have to do. You have to give yourself time to heal, but
I'm gonna wait on the narrative for it too, because I guarantee there's more to it than that.
I bet there is, but he left a note, and as the public, we were able to hear that note. And it was just that he was promised one thing and not given it.
Yeah. And again, not cause to kill your doctor. But I bet you there's more. There's something more going on there. And again, it's definitely at the end of the day, it's going to be a scorned patient. But
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what it was. He was angry.
yeah,
And I understand, I understand being angry. I'm still angry at the doctor who took out my gallbladder.
well,
You know?
I'm wondering.
But that's
I'm wondering if
not-
his issue was the back pain. If he felt like he wasn't being given the right kind of pain medication.
Yes. Yeah, he felt like he wasn't being heard. He felt like he wasn't being listened to. He did leave a note, and if you want, I can send that to you later, and we can kind of go into it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, let's break it down next hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one hit close to home. I was thinking we could maybe, as things come out, slowly build an actual true crime and chat around the situation. But it's so fresh. I want to keep it on. You know what I mean? Like we'll keep it. Yeah, the hangout. I like being speculative and Nancy Gracie. Be all Nancy Grace about shit.
The escapee from Texas, isn't he dead?
I don't know. I have no clue. I think
they shot him.
I think they shot him. Or was that the guy who escaped with the lady? Because she died, and I think he got taken in.
Oh, I don't know. The one I remember hearing from Texas was shoot, I can't remember his name, but I think they shot him.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll up on out of here, gang.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go get my ish out of the way, get my chillaxing done. Hopefully, end up by a pool or at a Spoon show. I'd love to go see Spoon tonight, and I think that's so far the plan. So
yeah, Jay, I think he's dead.
Oh, the guy who stole the bus. Yeah, I think he's deceased. Yeah,
And
yeah, I don't think
unalived.
he's. Yeah, I think he's. Yeah, I think he got taken out by the cops. Yeah, but Chief, Justin, Arianthe, I love you guys.
Yeah. I love you
Outside
too.
of here, I'm gonna go run across town and then be back.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try and clean my house.
See you guys later. Everybody out there in internet world, if you're a new subscriber, please click the like button. It really helps us in the algorithm find other weirdos who like to hang out. And the Discord link is in the description. Go click it. Go click it. It's an invite. You can come join us. You want to hang out after these streams? In between these streams? We can make that happen. Later, guys.